Yes, yes, you're on the Heat, SiriusXM. I'm Mina SayWhat. Joining Mina's house today is Mrs. Busset herself, Erica Banks. Yes, yes.
What's going on? What's going on?
Girl, this is my first time talking to you. It's nice to meet you.
It's finally nice to meet you too.
Girl, you are Miss Busset right now. We play your song every hour. Congratulations on all the success with the song and your career. Your life has really changed in a matter of weeks, right?
Yeah, literally, yeah.
How do you think you're handling everything? Because I don't think people realize how difficult it is to literally be pushed into everybody knows who you are all of a sudden.
I think I'm handling it pretty well for the most part. Really, right now, I'm just trying to take it in and understand it. My schedule has gotten crazy. It's really fast, but I'm adjusting well. I've always been able to adjust pretty well. So I'm just happy that, everything is finally doing what it's doing.
What's the hardest part about this like newfound attention that you're getting?
The hardest part, I would say it's really a hardest part. I would say the most inconvenient part is the waking up early. I don't like that, but it's cool.
So, Busset, it's been on every chart. It's like the top, number 5 on the Billboard Global chart, your first Billboard entry. When you were recording this song, did you feel like this was a hit for you?
No, I didn't think that. I actually didn't like the song. I wasn't going to release it. But Sergeant J, who produced the record, shout out to him, he felt like I should put the record out. He felt like it was hard. So I listened to him and, the rest of my friends and family, I put it out and it ended up being, my best performing song.
Right. Yes, girl. Congratulations. The challenge obviously was a huge contribution. It seems like the song, like overnight, I remember the night it was trending. It was Thursday. It was a Thursday night. And I remember it because that's the night that it started, the Busset challenge happened. And literally by that Monday, that challenge was everywhere. I've never seen something happen so fast.
Yeah, it was going crazy. Like in a week, it went from like 5,000 videos to 1 million videos. So it was crazy.
Did you do anything special for that girl that created the challenge? Like, have you guys connected?
We haven't connected in person, but we did connect via Instagram. I actually posted her challenge and just thanked her and shouted her out, then telling her that I appreciate her for starting the challenge because a lot of people didn't know who started it. People thought I started it. I'm like, nah. Her name was Erica though, so big shout out to Erica.
I seen that. People start judging. You did the challenge. They was like, you doing it wrong. I would have been like, this is my song. I could do the challenge however the hell I want. So I think the biggest part is it samples a song that we love, the Nelly song, the Hot in Here song. Was that like cleared before the record dropped or did Nelly do it like after the fact?
No, he cleared it before we put it out. I actually already had it out before signing with 1501, but when I signed with them, we just re-released it. So we just re-put it out again so that we could really push it the right way. But yeah, Nelly came by and cleared it for us before we put it out.
That's fire. That's real fire. So I felt like the challenge was dying and then Jordan Woods came and busted it all over. Who's like the most surprising person that you've seen do the challenge?
Tracy Ellis Ross would have to be. Yeah, I didn't expect her to do it. Seeing her do it was crazy.
Right. Yeah. I mean, everybody's been getting in on this and everybody's been twisting it, to fit their personality. You and I were talking about how, I want to do it, but then, I work around a whole bunch of guys and the last thing I want is I'm walking down the hallway when the world opens up and Sway is over here talking about my Busset challenge or who kids crazy ass is talking about Mina. We see you busting it. But I like how people are like flipping it to make it to like what they're comfortable doing,
Right.
Yeah. It's the Heat, SiriusXM. I'm Mina SayWhat. Erica Banks is in the house today. She signed to 1501. Congratulations, girl. Megan's also signed to that label. And now you're actually signed to Warner Records. You have a partnership between 1501 and Warner. How does it feel to be a part of such a fast-growing situation?
It's crazy for me, but it's also exciting at the same time. You know, this is everything that I wanted. This is everything that I dreamed of. So now that it's finally happening, I'm just trying to, you know, accept it for what it is and, you know, just get used to it. But it's exciting for me.
Yeah, I can't even imagine, girl. I mean, 1501 has kind of really blossomed. You know, they've really grown in the past couple of months. How did you connect with Coral Crawford? Say that 3 times fast. How'd you connect with Carl?
It was through an Instagram live. He was having people submit their music and just get his feedback. So I submitted my song. He liked it, and then the song was actually busted. And he reached out to me about 2 weeks later in regards to me joining the team, and I joined the team, and that's how we did it.
That's incredible. Off Instagram. There's so many opportunities on social media. I always tell people, you know. So what did it feel like the day that you were signed to Warner? Because I remember watching the video. Y'all was popping bottles. Y'all was having a good time. Like, what was that day like?
That was cool. It was fun. It was very memorable. You know, I had my team in here with me. I had friends. I had family. So it was a fun experience for all of us because, you know, we now know that we are on a whole nother, you know, level now. So it was just a kind of a level up, you know, kind of gathering for everybody to just, you know, bring in the signing. So it was a great time.
Yeah. So as you know, social media tends to put women in the industry against each other. You know, you've seen that already. As someone who's still kind of trying to, you know, really make a name for themselves, how frustrating is that?
Very, you know, because when I have interviews, it can never just be Erica Banks.
Right.
Erica Banks plus the other artist that is signed to the label. So that's very frustrating. I just wish they could sometimes just keep everything Erica Banks, you know, because that's who we're interviewing. You know what I'm saying? Not the other artists. So outside of that, like comments, that's fine. You know, the media and, you know, interviewers or interviewees will have their comments. But when it comes to just speaking to Erica Banks, it's irritating to also mention the other artists because that's not what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. How do you handle that? You know, I mean, I'm sure it's happening to you a lot. You know, do you feel like kind of popping off a little bit sometimes?
I haven't just yet, but I'm getting there.
you got to reel it in, girl, because then they're going to blow that up.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting there. But for the most part, I just try to keep it professional.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Erica Banks is here. We're going to learn about her and her music and who she wants to collaborate on the way you're in Mina's house on the Heat SiriusXM. Now, Erica, we've been talking about your success. Nicki Minaj follows you now, girl. Yeah. Like how, first of all, how does that even feel? Second of all, have you tried to talk to her on social media?
I mean, I comment under her posts, but that's about it. She's liked a couple of my posts, so now we kind of interact on the regular. So that's pretty cool to see Nicki Minaj like a picture, you know what I'm saying? But as far as communicating, we haven't had a conversation or anything yet. But just knowing that she follows me and sees my work and, you know, she sees what I have going on is an honor, you know, because Nicki Minaj does not follow everybody. So,
at all.
Yeah.
I love how Nicki is like embracing younger artists. You know, that's super important, especially for someone, she's been doing it like over 15 years, you know?
Yeah.
So what's your ideal collab? Because we know, you know, I was reading interviews. You love Nicki. I know that. But like right now, who's like that next person that you want to work with? That would be like the biggest thing for you.
Future.
Yeah,
I can see me and Future doing a record.
That would be amazing because I when I listen to your music, all your music, you can literally like bust it down to, you know, like, so I feel like he would really add like a complimenting vibe, you know?
Yeah, he would. I love Future.
I love that. So after watching some of your videos, I realized you have a natural body, right?
Yeah.
Well, these days, girl, you know, they be nipping and tucking and doing all that. Yeah. Would you ever get work, or are you that girl that you're gonna be like, nah, this is my body and this is what I'm rocking with? I'm
definitely getting some work done. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you get? What are you thinking about getting done? Lipo. So yeah. Prior to you actually coming into the industry, is that something you wanted to do?
Most definitely. I decided in college, once I saw my grown woman body, that I want lipo. I'm not gonna go to the gym. I tried the gym. It's not for me, which is not for everybody. So I'm gonna go the easy route, and I'm gonna do the lipo fat transfer. Yeah.
Girl, whatever makes you happy, get it, right? You write all your own music too, right?
I do. I write all of my own music.
So what's your process like? Because we know someone like Nicki writes like 10 verses, you know, and she's like constantly working on her craft. What's your process like?
So really, I have to have the beat, whether it be prior to the studio session or whether I get the beat once I get to the studio session. But once I find a beat that I like, I just vibe out. I record the hook first. That's typically what I come up with first. Then I write the verse, then I record, and then we have the song. So it's not much of a long process for me. I just have to feel the beat, feel the record, and, get into it.
You do a lot of freestyling too, right?
I do.
I love that about you, girl. I was watching your freestyles and I was like, yes, Erica, get
it.
Yeah. So you would think a lot of artists, they get the first big song and they're like writing it to, the wheels fall off. Not you, girl. You are on to the next. You already have another song with Yella Beezy. It's called Star. I love this song as a follow-up song for you, girl. Can you talk about it?
So Star, Yella Beezy featuring me. Like I said, we've been on each other because, we're from the same city, so we cross paths. We cross paths a lot. But he sent me the record a couple of weeks ago. I sent it right back. He liked it. We came up, his team came up with the video concept. We shot the video, put it out. And it's already on radio. It's already on BET Jams. It's going crazy. It's everywhere. So
let's get into it. Girl, introduce your song here on The Heat in Mina's house.
So here is Star by Yella Beezy featuring myself, Erica Banks. Let's get it.
Yes, you're on The Heat, SiriusXM. I'm Mina SayWhat. You're in Mina's house. Erica Banks is in the house. The Bust It Challenge. She got that success. She got that follow-up song that we just played with Yella Beezy. It's called Star. Girl, you verified on social media. Listen, your life is completely different right now.
Yes, it is.
Do you feel like you made it? Are you there yet?
I'm not there yet. Nah, I'm not there yet. To me, I'm not there yet.
What more do you want to do?
I want to become a lot more successful. I haven't touched the features I want to touch. I haven't touched the amount of money I want to touch. I haven't gotten a gold record yet. There's a lot of things I haven't done. I'm really just getting started. So I have a whole list of things that I want to accomplish to feel accomplished.
Was the goal always rap for you? How did you fall into making music?
The goal as a kid was always rap for me, but as a kid, I thought that was something that was like 1 in a million. So I never even felt like I was going to be a rapper. But when I got to college, I saw girls out of my city rapping. Asian Doll, Cuban Doll, they're from Dallas and they got signed, they made it. And I was like, okay, they're from Dallas and they did it. So I'm going to try and see if it works for me. But always, as a kid, I was into it. And then I finally took a leap, in 2019. So.
Yo, you never know who's watching you. You over here doing your thing, rapping or whatever it is you're doing. You could be doing music, whatever. And you might be inspiring somebody else to kind of like pursue their dreams,
Yeah.
That's incredible. How does your family feel about like the Bust It Challenge and what's happening right now?
They are very excited. They've been there since day one, especially my parents. They're very excited about everything. I told my mama when I come home, we don't have to do one together so they can see hers. But they're very excited. Everybody's happy for me.
I love that. You have any brothers or anything? Anybody want to choke people up because they see their sisters busting it open on the internet?
Yeah, I got 2 brothers and I have a big cousin who are ready to do whatever, and they trying to figure it out, but they'll be all right.
All right, Erica. Well, thank you for joining us. Congratulations, girl, on all of your success. I can't wait to see where your career goes and just be positive, girl. It's hard out here in these streets, in these social media streets.
Yes. Thank you so much.
No problem. Erica Banks, you're in Mina's house on The Heat, SiriusXM.